feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no way.
But it's just like, you gotta just put natural causes, man. Like, this guy look like he's hanging on by like a fucking feather, right? Yo, speaking of which, did y'all see this? What's the name? What's the name of this woman who got killed? Sonya Massey. So, all right, and I'm gonna give a trigger warning here, people. So, there was body cam footage released. By the way, viewer discretion is completely advised if you're watching my stream and you're underage, or you're someone who's very sensitive to watching something that potentially depicts the taking of someone's life. This is completely educational and for awareness factor. We're not here trying to either bother you or trigger you or mess with your sensitivities, but this is a very important issue. So this is in Springfield, Illinois. I'm not going to speak too much because I don't know the full situation. I'll read a little bit of it here, and then we're going to watch the video, okay? So it says on July 6th, approximately 12:50, Sangamon County Sheriff deputies responded to a 911 call in a 2800 block of Hoover Avenue in Springfield. The deputies entered the home of a woman identified as a 36-year-old Sonya Massey to gather information and ensure the residence was safe. While inside, a pot of heated water on the stove drew the attention of the deputy named Sean Grayson. With police approval, Massey went to remove the pot. Another deputy was clearing the house, finding nothing dangerous. Deputy Grayson made a comment about the pot from the living room. Massey responded verbally and set the pot down on the kitchen counter. Deputy Grayson then drew his 9mm firearm and threatened to shoot her in the face. In response, Massey raised her hands and apologized while ducking for cover behind the counter. The deputies moved towards Massey with their guns drawn to the other side of the counter before Massey rises and grabs a hold of the pot again before Grayson shoots her 3 times, striking her in the face once. Massey was provided medical attention and transported to the nearby hospital. She was later pronounced deceased at an area hospital on July 17th. Former deputy sheriff, I guess the person was fired, was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. Okay, so this is good. I didn't know the conclusion because it felt like we were going to have one of those tense moments again. And by the way, when you watch the video, I've seen like the climactic part of it. It's completely horrible. It's completely a crime, cold-blooded. But it appears that the person or the cop who was completely just out of bounds has already got arrested. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? And, you know, obviously we'll talk more a little bit after. But, yeah. Let me see. He'll be held in jail until his trial after a Sangamon County judge agreed with prosecutors that he's a risk to the community. If convicted, he faces a life sentence of 45 years to life for murder, 6 to 30 for battery, and 2 to 5 for misconduct. All right, let's watch this again. I gave you guys a trigger one. Let's see what's up. Okay, so they're responding to the house at this moment, right? I'm going to be honest with you. If you guys know anything about most police officers, usually this wasn't even like a cop knock. Like, this is like a rhythmic knock. You know when cops knock, it's like, police, open up. Like, that's how they kind of get down. Like, it's really hard knocks. They usually verbally say, hey, police, or whatever the case is. This kind of seems like somebody coming over type shit, right? And I know she called them, but still, you know what I mean? Like,
there's a bike sitting back there.
Where? On the back door. I don't know if it's hers.
I love tap it. Search warrant.
Oh, this cop trolling. Did you hear him kind of like whisper search warrant? Huh? By the way, if I seen some people complain about the camera quality, this is 1:12 in the morning, which means that this is a body cam that's probably utilizing its low light features to make sure it's not about having perfect quality, it's making sure you can see in the night. This is a low visibility area. Come on.
319 make contact with us and someone threw a brick to her. You want to try and call her 17 back here and let her know we're out front? Yes, mess that up good. I hear the phone ringing. You didn't see anybody out walking that way, did you? No, not when I came in. I didn't see anybody that way. I hear her phone ringing and she's refusing to come to the door, so we're about to go tonight.
Okay, they're trying to get a hold of somebody.
Oh, let's hope not. Is this a ring doorbell? Yeah, it doesn't work though. Sheriff's office! Two houses down, I think. Oh no, it's right here. Put the drugs up. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Okay. So she's about to open the door. Here we go.
Sheriff's office, the one you called.
She finally opens the door.
Oh, we heard you. You called us.
Okay.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody.
So one of the first things she says when she opens the door, she says, "Please don't hurt me."
Outside my house, y'all. Please,
Is this your card over here?
please, God, please, God, please.
Is this your card over here? Oh,
Please, God.
that's not your black car in the driveway? Oh, well, we checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody. Right, you know, we don't.
Okay, it doesn't say exactly why she called the cops. I'm going off the description here, but it looks like she probably said that she feels somebody's around here or something like that, because it looked like they're trying to make sure everything is safe, right?
We checked the whole area. There's nobody out
Please,
walking
God.
around.
I know, y'all. Please, God, please, God. I'm trying to get help, y'all, but
What do you need help with?
nothing. I just, please, God, please, God, please. I don't know what to do.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if y'all could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
Okay, so
We
I
didn't
guess
see nobody. Yeah, so nobody's out.
I guess she heard something, and then they're checking everywhere to make sure there's no one there.
Here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope.
No.
Checked the whole area.
Okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right.
Sorry.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car, though. The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? Someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it? Yeah, let's run that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess they're gonna go check out the
19, I
car.
got a 20 clear.
Does anyone else live here with you?
Somebody else, like you.
David Mary 43556.
You got a name? You got an idea or something? Take your name real quick. Attach this. See who we spoke to.
Am I tripping or that sounds like gunshots? What day is this? Oh, this is the 6th? Did they have fireworks on the 6th?
Temple.
So what I got from this angle is that basically the cop, they were about to leave at one point, but the cop continued conversation. They then hear about the SUV, and then the cop asked for identification. I guess they want to write up a report. So I guess that's why he goes inside with her, and this cop is following.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah, I need, I got the sheriff department here.
That's kind of like one of those things where, like, you invite the cops in, you're potentially the victim, not potentially, you're the one who called, and the cops come in, they're looking all over the place. And I get it too. I want to be fair for their own safety. Imagine if this is a setup. Imagine if somebody's in the dark. But you can see why sometimes people are a little bit standoffish because, shit, you coming in, you looking all over my spot. You know what I mean? Right? Like, yo, nigga, like, bruh, help me, nigga, the fuck.
But I was calling for help from y'all.
Okay, are you there with the...
They're here in my house right now.
Okay, I'll let you go until you talk to them.
No, hold on, wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Cottonwell. It's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct?
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang
Hold
up.
on for what?
Just 1 second, okay?
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I think his demeanor, and he's right here, his demeanor seems like he believes that she's going through a mental episode. Maybe that she heard something, that's why she made the call. Like, that's why he had asked that question. Are you mentally okay? Now, granted, here's the thing too. Like, police officers are supposedly trained to deal with people who might not be in their right mind, right? Like, you know, they could be inebriated, they could be going through a manic episode, they could be schizophrenic, they could, like, they're not supposed to be like, oh, you're fucking stupid or whatever, be dismissive. They're supposed to be a little bit patient, you know what I mean? Their job is usually to protect and serve, right?
Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
Well, what about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to touch.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just a driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will look at your paperwork.
What?
Paperwork for what? But the way she's looking at him, though, she seems super distrustful. And it's probably the demeanor that he's also looking at her and dealing with her. Also, the fact that she was on the phone with dispatch tells me she wasn't feeling safe. And it's kind of odd because she clearly feels a little bit threatened by this guy right here. However, he has a partner that's his body cam that's right here. And she still doesn't feel okay with him. And you can see by just even how she's looking at the nigga, right?
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
Look, just look at her eyes.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just a driver's license will do.
Yeah, you can tell by the look on her face.
And then I'll get out of your hair.
You can yeah, she don't trust him at all. Look, just look at this look right here. This look is unforgivable right there. You know, I don't really trust you, and I could imagine. By the way, when you see this look, it's like one of those looks that if you're not a person of color, you probably don't understand because you probably haven't dealt with police and probably have in the back of your mind, yeah, I know I called them. I know they're supposed to help me, but they might have ran my name, say I have a warrant. They might have, I don't know her history or whatever. They might just be trying to set me up. She looks mad distrustful of this nigga. You get what I'm saying?
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real quick.
Well, let's get your ID first, and then...
One task at a time here.
Okay, let me...
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
Just in that stack right there, maybe?
Okay. 1 second.
Check on her.
Let me leave this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Alright. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Where are you going?
Huh?
Where are you going?
Away from your hot steam.
So she had a pot of boiling water on the stove. One deputy, it's not even like she just randomly went to it. One of the deputies said, "Yo, we don't need a fire here. You want to go check on that?"
Your paperwork.
Let me leave this.
Right?
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right?
Right.
She goes to turn it off, but she also moves the pot or whatever. And you're going to see this officer back up.
Okay.
And then she's going to ask him, why did you move? Obviously, she moves the pot a little bit closer to them. But, like, again, I guess they're probably thinking this is a threat. Or they think she's, like, schizo or something.
Let me see. Okay.
So you see the back up?
Where are you going?
Huh?
Where are you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, so they said, we're just going away from the hot steaming water.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
Oh, wow. I'm going to be honest with you. This just screams a cultural... This is just a cultural... This is so sad. Because if anybody has like an older mom, like my mama talk like this. Like my mama quick to invoke Jesus, the Bible. You get what I'm saying? Like my mama rebuke everything. You get what I'm saying? And I think the cop who pulls the gun took that as threatening. I think for her, she's like, they're almost saying that she might have had negative intentions. She's like, whoa. So that's why she said that. The cop instantly took that as, yo, I'll throw that shit on you. That's not what that means at all. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is cultural differences where they're policing these communities, but they don't understand the lingo. They don't understand how, people of color deal with even religion or how they speak. Yeah, this is like really effed up. I'm gonna be honest with you. So they pulled the gun real quick.
Water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
I rebuke you in the name of...
So I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I don't know what the cop. I got to see the report. Well, the cop probably, he's been arrested. He probably didn't do an interview or nothing like that. But like, what the fuck did he think she said?
Better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot!
She's dead, brother.
Bring emails now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, bitch. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. That woman knew something. This nigga entered her home with, I'm not all the way spiritual like that, but this nigga entered her home with the devil on him. I'm gonna be honest with you. His words before the way she feared him. And even when this guy was trying to administer some help, said, I'm going to go get my kit. And he says, that's a headshot. She's done. This man came here for one thing. This man came here for one thing, brother. And I don't know if he cognizantly knew it, but
Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
I'm gonna say, yo, you could go get it as a headshot. I see some people in the chat said she tried to throw it and I should watch it in slow motion. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Brother, she's in her own home. She's the person. You have zero reason to suspect her of a crime. Like, you have no reason to suspect her of a crime. She's the person who called y'all. You should be more than defensive, even if she did. And usually, I'm one of those people. I'm like, if y'all throw somebody at a cop, I think a cop should take you down. I'm sorry, but you kind of initiate the situation. You go into her home. You then initiate again. Hey, could you go handle that? She now goes over there and you're getting more tense with everything she does, but you're telling her to do it. You could have, fuck it if it burns. You could have had her sit on the couch. You call in whatever you call in. Let her go deal with the burnt whatever, and you leave. Like, that's all you have to do. You tell her to go over there, and you get scared when she goes over there. Come on, bro. Then even when she gets the pot, bro, you could back up. You could back up. Again, you have no reason to suspect her of a crime. Again, the job of police, I could understand if she had she had a warrant for her arrest, right? She was a suspect, even though suspect she could be still innocent. But this is the person who potentially, who's calling y'all, who's a victim. The victim is calling y'all. Yo, I think somebody's here. Somebody's like walking around my place.
Away from the husky in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would repeat you.
Yeah, chat. And now y'all have me doing dumb shit because y'all like, oh, slow it down. Let me see. Did she? So she. You pull the gun now. No, she's ducking here. She says, I'm sorry. I think she's trying to put her hands up. She's trying to put her hands up. Yeah, I think I saw the pot there. Okay, this angle we can't see much because the guy with the body cam is behind him. Which, by the way, this guy who's behind, yo, his life got saved because if he had just shot, just because his partner shot, he's going to get at least manslaughter or at least third-degree murder or something like that, right? Okay.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us. Fuck. You good?
Fuck.
You good? Alright. Fuck. Well,
Chat, I'm going to be honest with you. I guarantee, we'll speculate on what will happen with this case. Because obviously it's an officer involved shooting and then it's the officer killing somebody who clearly, come on. But I guarantee when they look in the history of this guy, I think we're going to see a lot more interactions with him and people of color where he either didn't respect them, thought they were stupid, dealt with them in a demeanor or a manner that intimidated, especially not only say suspects. I mean, who cares if it's a suspect, right? But victims. Like, I'm pretty sure the way how this nigga was, I'm pretty sure he one of them. Like, the nigga basically did the, like, you get what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us.
They got a 52 en route?
Yeah, 1078.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot!
The fucking...
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking...
Okay. You can't really see it here that well. We can slow it down a bit. Playback speed. I don't think she's throwing a pot, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. And his forearm. Bro, she's putting up her hand. Bro, stop it. Who said she's throwing a pot? Bro, y'all people are just like, come on. Bro, she's almost falling to the ground with her hands up. There's a fucking gun, 2 guns pointed at her. I'm watching. Oh, okay. That's what y'all talking about? It does look like she was, maybe. Right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see the pot. Okay. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm still not jacking it, bro. Yo, I'm not jacking it. I'm not. Bro, she's not a suspect, nigga. She's in her own house. You fucking sent her over there. If you felt like, everybody knows if a cop pulls over somebody, you're in a car, and they feel like you're fidgety or they feel like you want some shit, they're gonna tell you, step out the car. You feel me? Like, if anything, if they really feel you on some shit, they'll detain you. Like, this is a consensual interaction with the police. With the woman who hasn't threatened anything violent. And you're approaching her rather than, like, this is the time to back up. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not jacking it. I'm sorry. Chad, I really apologize for playing this multiple times. Oh, you see the pot right here? So the pot, I guess the pot did go forward a bit.
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Drop
The pot right here, Chad.
the fucking pot!
Right here. I think it's a thing when cops kill somebody, they keep saying for you to do some shit. They know you dead, but I think they say it for the body cam because she don't even have the pot no more. But he's still saying drop the pot. Think of the pot is right there. You can see it on the body cam. It's not in our hands.
Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to...
Somebody said she used the pot as a shield. I don't think she was throwing that bit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, because who throws a pot like that? Like, if anything, she would have went underhanded, like on some real shit.
Female, 1078. Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. You good? Alright. Fuck. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us.
Somebody said she tried to throw hot boiling water at him, and she got what she deserved. Bro, let me tell you, I watch these body cam videos all day, and I'm usually in a lot of them situations, I'll be on the police side when it's like, especially with lethal force and shit like that. Yo, they'll be like, yo, don't reach for it, and the nigga reaches for it. I'm on the cop side, like, yo, brother, you can't reach for some shit when, like, nobody's gonna be like, oh no, let's shoot him in the leg. No, they're gonna kill you, right? Right here, I'm sorry, I can't jack this one. I'm sorry, I'm telling you, I watch body cam footage, like police activity. I be on this page all the time. I watch a lot of these joints, and I usually agree, unless it's like ones where cops are like abusing power, and then I'm usually on the victim side. or like the person getting abused in terms of the cop just wilding out. And I watched a bunch of audit police videos too. Anyway, this shit right here, bro. Nah, I'm not jacking it, bro.
They got a 52 en route?
Yeah, 1078. They're 18. She's still breathing, but she's losing a lot of blood from the head. I'll go get my med kit. I mean, I mean, there's not much we can do. Fuck! Do we got any call history with her being 1096? That would explain a lot. Negative. She's in the kitchen. Just Sergeant, who, no. Let's just chill out here. Just Sarge for right now.
Are you guys secure?
Yeah, we're secure.
Back covered?
No, it's just her in the house. She's 1096.
Why everybody saying Kai? This is after the dude who just killed Sonya Massey. He's walking outside, and you know, other cops are showing up to the scene. I'm sorry to like kind of switch moods here, but we didn't finish watching this video. We jumped to Kai's stream in the middle, right?
Just Sergeant, who, no. Let's just chill out here. Just Sarge for right now.
Are you guys secure?
Yeah, we're secure.
Back covered?
No, it's just her in the house. She's 1096. So, is there anything you think we can do for her? No. Alright, I'm not even going to waste my med stuff then. You want to run down real quick?
Nope, not yet.
Alright. House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's she going?
No, she had a boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
Alright.
And that's where she's landed.
What do y'all need from us?
Just nothing right now. Just hang out there for me. Thank you.
I need crime scene taken around the house if you guys can. But other than that, that's I think it.
Anything else suspect?
Me.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
Yeah, this seems like a very poorly trained department. Yo, I watch a lot of these videos, and almost every single time when a police officer uses their gun and say a sergeant, they're going to have a bunch of other cops show up to the scene, they usually say to the person who pulled the trigger, hey, is your body cam on? Because obviously, you know, they're trying to protect each other. Like, come on, we know this, right? And they usually say, don't say nothing. Just don't, they motion to each other. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing more. You know you're being recorded. Like, this is permanent record. They'll usually be like, yo, don't say nothing. Yo, come over here. You okay? Like, They don't say this to this motherfucker at all. He just comes down and says fucking like he's wilding. Like I don't know if y'all I watch these videos a lot, and I watch a lot of like officer related shooting. I'm telling you, right afterwards, it's usually all right, cool. All right, let's do this, and it's like, and shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen some videos where they'll fake it up, where they're like, "Fuck, why did she make me?" Like they'll do it like they have some remorse, like, "Damn, I hate that they had made me shoot him," type of shit. You get what I mean? You know, they're doing their little best acting job. Why? Shit, you know, this is gonna be viewed by, you know, the DA and possibly got to get put out to the public, right? Because usually the public are gonna have a very have an interest in seeing body cam footage of the officer taking somebody's life to make sure it was no foul play.
Crime scene footage around the house if you guys can. But other than that, that's I think it.
Anything else suspect?
Me.
I didn't know I have it.
Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
Wow.
Who's got tape?
I think I got a roll.
I got some coming up.
You got enough? If not, I got a roll.
Running across the front here. Where do you want it?
I just around the house. You guys can go inside.
Okay. Grab the bottom.
That's good. Yeah.
Break it off at the front of it.
Okay. It looks like.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Okay, let's see. I just want to hear if he has any more like dialogue.
Find a blue blood pressure stuff.
We're just got to the garbage cans.
Yeah.
Does that woman live by herself?
Dawson?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Inside with me. He's good. Yeah.
That's my fault, man. I didn't know it was.
No, dude, it was good. It fucking happened so goddamn quick that we didn't have time to fucking call shit out that it was me and.
Yeah, that's what I was
Shit.
trying to figure out. Make sure we need to look for something.
No, we're good. I think that she set it up on purpose. So, here's what it is.
Is he trying to say that she set it up where she made a, maybe he's trying to tell the officer, oh, she made a fake call that she heard somebody that we could show up, that she could throw hot water on us? Oh yeah, this nigga gotta go to jail. Well, he already in jail. Yeah, this nigga's deranged. He might be the devil. We might have to rebuke this nigga. Like, this nigga's gone.
Get a dog breaker on her.
He said don't go in.
I have fucking choice.
Try not to move that bag. We'll take her out on a backboard.
You should say he doesn't have a choice. What the guy says?
He said don't go in.
I have fucking choice.
What does he say?
Try not to move that bag. We'll take her out on a backboard so you don't have to move back.
Okay, and this always happens. The other guy basically tells him, nigga, body cam. That's why he points to his body cam, that they could kind of try to communicate without the body cam picking it up, right? Because he realizes, the nigga said, I got no choice. He's trying to like communicate with the nigga. So now you see that's why he puts his hand over the body cam a little bit.
He's good, dude. I made sure he was good. Yeah, he was here for the whole thing.
No, he get hit.
No. We barely got missed.
I think they could mute the body cam. I think so. I think they could turn it off and mute it, or either one.
motherfuckers out of the
I'll
car.
holler at him later.
Hey guys, grab the backboard. We're quiet on this one.
I'm surprised they still got this guy who killed this woman working the scene that closely. The higher ups in the the sergeants or whatever should bring him aside and debrief him on what the fuck happened. They got this nigga still working the scene like there's not a dead woman in the house.
Chill in my car. I'm gonna chill in my car for a minute.
I got it. It's in my car.
Yeah, I think he's trying to turn that body cam off now.
Camera off.
Yeah, see?
Turn it off. Camera's off.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let me see. Sorry. So he got charged. Let's see. That nigga Benjamin Crump is already on it. God damn it. Records showed the deputy charged in blah, blah, worked for 6 agencies in 4 years. Wow. Imagine encountering this demon. Not only is this motherfucker, he looks so big compared to the woman. Wow. Yeah, he had short stints as part-time officer at 3 small-time departments and a full-time job at the 4th department. Oh, okay, so they charged him with what now? Let's see what they charged him with. He pled not guilty to first-degree murder, aggravated by, okay, we actually read those, and official misconduct. Okay, the Department of Justice is looking at it. Yeah, so I seen someone also say, what did someone say? Jay Miller says, but your boy Trump vows to grant cops 100% immunity if he wins. So under his administration, nothing would happen to this officer. That's 100% false. First and foremost, murder. First of all, I think we should understand that every cop in America has what's called qualified immunity, which that is what allows them to do their job, which means they could do their job without fear of getting sued or potentially charged if they're charged for a crime if they're operating and doing their job under the guidelines of how they should do their job. By the way, I can hear Pluto, the nigga cry like a motherfucker. So yeah, cops already have qualified immunity. I believe Trump's statement is about how he would use or instruct the Department of Justice, which is a federal agency, right? So like in some of these cop-related shootings, when the states sit on their hands and don't do nothing, Biden or usually Democrat ran administrations would instruct the Department of Justice to take a look at that, and if they don't get charged on a state level, they get charged federally. But it don't mean cops could kill people, because again, for example, here, Illinois charged this guy. They don't need the feds. Now, granted, maybe they're thinking about other charges the Department of Justice is, but the nigga is charged with first-degree murder. He's charged with first-degree murder by Illinois, right? Like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people who care about the elections, they think that the federal law, even though federal law supersedes state law, most of the shit that you do is governed by state law, you know what I mean, and where you're at. So again, I mean, I don't know if that was a Trump point you were trying to make, but no, like police are not gonna be able to run around and kill anybody. like, and get completely backed. You know what I mean? I think his point was trying to, like, for example, in Baltimore, like, after all those, like, you know, riots in Baltimore, the cops stopped doing their job. Like, they're scared that their qualified immunity won't be respected if they're actually doing their job legit. Now, granted, they're scum-ass cops. Like, this nigga is a fucking horrible cop, right? This guy is actually a criminal. This guy should go to jail for life. But there's other cops who are trying to do their job, and they're like, well, if we show up and we got to use our gun, like, for example, and by the way, this usually affects some of these neighborhoods that, you know, you and me don't want to be in. If some of these cops, like, they're doing less policing in places that need it, like, for example, Chicago, Baltimore. They're saying if we get a call that there's gunshots being fired and we show up and we, you know, under what we know, we, you know, use our gun and something happens that we end up in post watching, because that's what we're doing, end up in post watching something and be like, oh, yeah, but why'd you shoot him? He wasn't reaching for cool. Again, you know, they're like, fuck that. We're not even going to do our jobs. So they let the killing happen. And when you have police that don't do their job, or they're too scared to do their job because they feel about to lose their job, or they feel whatever, you're just not going to have a decent police force. Like, and again, I know some people, I know the whole defund the police thing, but I tell you this one thing for sure, two things for certain. If something happened in my house, I'm calling the cops first things first. So I know some people, y'all are anti-cop. I'm not anti-cop, but I'm anti-bad cop. You get what I'm saying? So I understand the need of qualified immunity, and of course I don't believe that no motherfucking police officer should have full immunity, and it would never be that way anyway. You know what I mean? Like come on, that sounds ridiculous. But I understand why. I know. By the way, and I know some of y'all can't do nuance thinking. What I'm saying does not apply to this guy. This guy did a criminal act. His qualified immunity is no more, right? Qualified immunity, again, for people who don't know, that's what protect cops. Like, for example, if they shoot somebody and kill them and murder them, that is still murder. They won't get charged and they cannot be sued because they have qualified immunity under how they're doing their job. That's within the scope of the job. Now, if you break somebody's rights, like, for example, if you illegally enter someone's house, you don't have qualified immunity. Say you then shoot and kill the person as a cop. If you disrespect any of their it's mostly amendment rights, right? So it's like the Fourth Amendment is the right. You can't have unreasonable search and seizures without at least probable cause. You get what I'm saying? And at least your home should be a warrant. If a cop kicks your door down, doesn't have a warrant, fucking sees you, right? Like, say I got 100 guns in my house, right? I'm over here cleaning my gun. The cop has no fucking warrant, kicks my fucking door down, sees me with my gun in my hand, and shoots me, and I die. Motherfucker, he has no qualified immunity. That nigga's just a robber at that point. He goes to jail for life. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Of course, now, if you're a suspect, you run into a house and they're chasing you, and they knew you just came from doing a shooting down the block, and they kick the door down, and you have the gun in your hand, and they up it on you and shoot you and kill you, completely different situation because they're pursuing a suspect. Their qualified immunity is gonna exist, so they're not gonna get in trouble for that. That's just what it is. Okay. Anyway, that's just policing in general, right? And that's just a necessary fundamental for cops to do their job, right? Other than that, let me tell you what happens when cops are either scared or cops feel that qualified immunity is almost a myth, right? It happens in third world countries. Shit, it happens in Jamaica. If you could call the cops and say, yo, there's the biggest shootout happening in history, the police will be like, no, they're having a shootout right now? You'll be like, yo, come. You don't hear the bullets? Yo, there's mass shots being fired. They put a timer. We'll be there in an hour. It's a popular saying they say in Jamaica. Cops only come to collect bodies and statements. They don't come to fight crime. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of what you get when you have a police force who are fucking either pussies, too scared to do their job, or believe that they're going to get charged anytime they use their gun. And by the way, that's not true, but you get they have this whole, the cops linked together. They're like, oh my God, if this one cop, and by the way, for anybody who cares what I personally think, like that nigga Derek Chauvin, the guy who killed was it George Floyd, like that's a criminal, right? Like he lost his qualified immunity because you have to have some type of reasonable way of subduing even a suspect. Putting your fucking foot on a nigga's neck, like that is unreasonable. You're a criminal now. Like you're not a police officer anymore. So you of course lose your qualified immunity. You should go to jail, right? But yeah, I mean, like I kind of support policing, and I also don't like bad cops. And I think people are very nuanced. They're like, when they'll see this and be like, we don't need no more cops. And I'm like, you don't need them. I need them. I'm sorry. So again, you got to uproot the bad cop. You punish him. Unfortunately, you can never bring back the life of this woman. And that is very sad, right? But the only thing you could do is seek justice and punish this guy and make sure he goes to jail. And, kind of stay diligent on this, because what usually tends to happen is, the DA got to prosecute this. The DA be working with the cops, right? So the DA works with the cops. They get their cases from the cops, you know what I mean? And the detectives. And sometimes, you know what I mean? Especially if the police force reviews this, and they're not going to make a statement on it, but every cop is looking like, yeah, I would have shot her too, which this isn't. I don't think this is the case at all, right? Like, I think they're like, yo, bro, this nigga's trigger happy, right? But in those cases where they're like, well, I would have done the same thing, cops usually start almost damn near rebelling, because they're like, well, if he got charged for that and I would have reacted the same way, shit, the only way to make sure that I don't ever get in that situation is to make sure I avoid it altogether, or don't respond to certain calls, or like just do some shit that doesn't help the public. So it's no real easy answer to like, especially a conversation about qualified immunity. But that is not what that subject, and Trump saying that about that subject, got nothing to do with this. This nigga was not operating like a police officer. This nigga was acting like a goddamn thug. And that's what it is. You charge him like a thug, and then you make sure you go to jail like a thug. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So that's how I think about it. Somebody says, I doubt she said come inside. Yeah, but he doesn't need a warrant to come inside. You get what I'm saying? He needs a warrant to search. Like, if he's carrying out this investigation, like, policing is like kind of like odd because they use the laws in weird ways. I think it would be seen, him walking inside would be seen as a voluntary, invitation from her to the police officer, right? Now, granted, if he walked in and he saw a fucking dead body, right? If he saw a dead body, he would pretty much have to come out and get a warrant. And obviously the dead body would be there, right? They would probably just lock the scene down, get the warrant based on what he saw, and then they'll still get the dead body. But him going inside the house, I don't think that's a problem. You know what I mean? The problem is that, this guy doesn't know how to deal with people, right? This guy clearly, I don't know the demographic of, what is this? Springfield, Illinois. I guess we could Google it, but sometimes demographics aren't accurate to like certain communities. I don't know what community this is, but if you have this guy who don't understand, who cares if she's a drug addict? I don't know if she is, and I'm not saying she is. Who cares if she's a drug addict? Who cares she's going through some mental issues? Brother, you have to, like, cops are actually, they go through training to deal with these type of people. Like, you're not supposed to just be like, yo, I'm gonna just kill you. No, you know what I mean? So, again, they have to exercise a good amount of judgment as well. And I think this guy, he just lacks that, which that's probably one of the most important skills a police officer could have. Also, that and de-escalation, right? Like, definitely de-escalation. When you up a gun and say, I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face, brother, you know what I mean? Like, your tone of how you're talking to her, your demeanor. Yeah, that kind of all contributed to that situation. So, again, just a horrible cop, bro. A fucking horrible cop. Somebody said no taser is crazy. Obviously, I think a taser would be appropriate here. Definitely appropriate here. You know what I mean? I'm guessing they probably don't have a taser, at least on their person. They probably have it in the car. And, you know, kind of fucking sucks. Let me see what Benjamin Crump said about it. Ben Crump. That was a disgusting video, though, man.
I mean, this just must be like unearthly for you to deal with.
You're just at a loss for words. You hear about the Breonna Taylors, Laquan McDonald's, and the George Floyd's, but you never think that's going to happen to your child. It's just unimaginable.
It seems, at least when we're looking at the video, there's a great distance between them, that there's no immediate threat whatsoever to the deputies. And I gotta admit, like, the second deputy seemed shocked
that the first one
that
shot.
The first one
yeah.
had fired. Have you heard anything, Ben, as far as what I know the police are probably saying very little at this point because Grayson is now in custody and charged, but what is it that you're hearing there?
We hear everything we need to hear on the video, gentlemen. I mean, he tries to come up with some asinine justification talking about, well, I wasn't going to take a pot of hot water to the face. But when you look at the video, you see him actually walk around the counter. He comes closer, we believe from observation, to get a better shot. I mean, if he was in fear that she was going to throw some water on him from a pot that he sent her to, then he could have just backed away. In 2022, I had quadruple heart bypass. And my heart doctor said that I never would have made it to the hospital had I had another heart attack. And I'm not so sure that I could have stood this if it was with that old heart.
This is the father? Yo, I didn't even know she was. Oh, actually, they mentioned it was 36.
Benjamin Crump, who is representing the family. Good morning to you both. I want to start with you, Mr. Wilborn, because this video that we saw earlier was heartbreaking to those of us who didn't even know Sonya. I cannot imagine what it is like for you to have known your daughter the way that you did. And I know when these stories happen, it's just another story in the news. But for you, I always say the victim was somebody's everything. So before we get into the details of the case, please tell us what she was like and what you're missing most about her. Who was she?
She was one of my 4 daughters. I don't think that looking at that tape with my old heart from before 2022, I had quadruple heart bypass surgery, and I suffer from congestive heart failure. But I don't think my old heart could have taken this.
You know, I'm hearing that you were told conflicting stories. What were you told, the circumstances of this shooting?
Well, I was never told that it was a deputy-involved shooting. We were under the impression that she was killed by the intruder or some other person from the street or something, and they just went in there and found her dead body. I did not find out that the deputies killed her until my brother asked for Sonya's address, and I gave it to him, and he said, "Brother, this says deputies involved." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But we were all misled to believe that. And then there was a story that this was self-inflicted, a self-inflicted gunshot.
Oh, my goodness.
So I think the cover-up started from just right after it happened. And thank God for the body camera footage. It's probably the most horrible and heart-wrenching thing that we've ever seen in our lives. But if it were not for the body cam footage, we would not have known that this occurred.
Yes, I say thank goodness, too, for that body cam footage, because we in the video, it clearly shows she was not approaching him with steaming hot water, number one, which is what he said at the beginning. When he was asked about the gun, clearly there was no gun. She had said to the officer, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," which seemed to set him off. What do you think she meant? What does that mean? What was going on that you think that she would say those words to him?
I think that she feared for her life. There was some premonition that she had. And it seems like he was just an emissary of Satan. And that's what caused him to do what he did. It's just unexplainable.
Yeah.
Attorney Crump, it's Vlad here. I want to ask you about the reports that Officer Grayson was now working at his 6th police department in just under 4 years. What have you learned about that? And to the point that Mr. Wilburn is making and that Gail was just talking about, what does it say to you that the first thing that we hear Officer Grayson say after he has killed Sonya is, "She was coming at me with boiling water"?
You know, it's just no justification, no matter what he tries to say. We see this video with our own eyes. And Vlad, this is one of the worst videos of a police shooting ever. I mean, he did not have to shoot her. And you see him, even though he's trying to say he wasn't gonna have this boiling water get to him, he actually walks around the counter and engages to get a better shot. And that's what the state attorney's investigation.
Yeah, I agree. The dude could have retreated. She didn't have. It's not like, yeah. Even when I see cops like confront somebody with a knife, they usually say, "Don't come towards us. Stop. Don't come towards us." Right? Like, she doesn't have a gun. He could have just backed up. Right? Yeah.
The Department of Justice has opened an investigation into the killing of a black woman by an Illinois sheriff's deputy who shot her inside her home earlier this month. The probe comes after body camera footage was released, sparking protests and calls for accountability. William Brangham has the latest and a warning: many viewers will find this footage disturbing.
Sonya Massey! The community of Springfield, Illinois is calling for justice after 36-year-old Sonya Massey was shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy inside her home on July 6th. Law enforcement was there because she called 911 to report a prowler.
She was a mother. She has children. That is an impact for generations that is going to be that is going to be laid.
All right. Okay. Let me see. Let's see what else. We're actually kind of going back to hip hop a bit. Again, rest in peace to Sonya Massey. That officer completely out of line and should definitely be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. You know what I mean? Nigga was tweaking out. A scared cop is a bad cop, and I think it's more than the dude was scared. I think he had some prejudice there too, bro, because his lack of patience and his quick trigger is probably based on multiple circumstances. All right, let me see.